no matter what. I am feeling great.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Light of Knowledge. Today, we are going to talk about a wonderful instinct, a basic instinct of human being, that is creativity. If you remember, in the last episode, we were talking about the social instinct, and we have seen how far it is important for us to channelize this energy so that we can use it for productive purposes. Like the social instinct, it is very closely related to the instinct which we are going to talk today, that is the creative instinct. We are all creative to the core. It is said that every human being is creative. If using a word from the godly versions, I have heard a beautiful sentence in the godly versions, that is, you are co-creators with God. Every human being is a co-creator with God. But at times we think that creativity is a special trait and it is a privilege of certain chosen selected members of the society. Is that so? Can we use this creativity for productive purposes, or is it a privilege of a selected few? This is what we are going to discuss in today's episode. And as usual, we have Rupa Behenji with us. Behenji, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Creativity, the term itself, personally, this is one of the words which fascinates me the most. How can we become creative? Before going into that, what is creativity as such?
Creativity, the word itself gives the understanding something new to do.
Mm.
And when I want to do something new, I always think that comparing to others, what I do should be something different.
Mm-hmm.
It should be appreciated by others.
Mm.
And creativity, every individual is creative in their own way.
Mm.
Whether we do small work or big work, it is all, life itself is creative.
Creative comes from creation, I think. So, what is it that we have to create?
In this human life, certain things, what we see in this universe,
Mm.
nature, we cannot create nature. It is
Mm-hmm.
there, already
Mm.
existing. Out of existing resources, what the best thing I can use, which will be helpful for me as well as others. If I know that secret, because when I say I am better using the resources of the nature, beyond nature there is one more power which we call the Almighty. Why? Because when we see the beautiful balancing situation in the nature, it's simply wonderful. Which we say, when nature is so beautiful, how
Mm.
beautiful is God? A great poet has beautifully written these
Mm.
words. It is true, because this world, which was existing with absolute balance with all qualities, for which we say as a heaven on earth, perfection in human life, or whatever the word we say, where everybody was happy. In Hindi we say Yatha Raja Tata Praja, everybody was happy. Comparing to these words and understanding, if we see the present world, present administration, present leaders and the subjects, we see there is lot of difference. Everybody is struggling to give happiness to others, which is not happening. Everybody is saying, I am doing so much to the public, so much to the people, I have contributed, but less we get that result where everybody is happy.
Mm. So, actually, when creativity comes out, not only that I myself will be the benefactor, but the whole society can take benefit from that. Benji, so before coming into the creative ways, how we can increase our creativity, what is the importance of this instinct? If we are creative, how does it affect our life?
See, once we have that creative attitude, creative instinct is a natural tendency in every individual. Nobody would like to sit idle. Everybody wants to do something. Even in an uneducated person, he wants to learn something by which he can become something in the society. And we have seen many people who were just staying in the roadside and they think that we are good for nothing. Some great person identifies some ability in them,
Mm.
and slowly they will bring out their ability, and today they become world famous personalities. So what is it happening? Either I have to find out my ability, by which I can do something better. Maybe it is in any field, maybe in entertainment field, engineering field, or even to give something like utilizing these resources for a constructive purpose. Today, what is happening, when I do something good, there are people who push me back. Why? Because other person thinks that this person's whatever the ability contribution is there, that should not be appreciated by everything, otherwise I will be pushed back. This kind of atmosphere breaking the relationship, and also sometimes people, those who are really having all the abilities, they are suppressed.
I think, Benji, that is a very negative side of the human side, the dark side, we can say. But this creativity, coming back to creativity again, I have heard many youth, they look into themselves and they cannot find anything creative. They say, I'm not well versed in art, I don't have this ability, I cannot give speeches, I cannot do good drawings, or I cannot sing. So then how can I be usefully contributing to the society? What can I give to the society? So this is a problem.
To be creative, we need not be dependent on others. Whatever resources I have right now, using my ability, I do in a different way, which will be appreciated or not. It is for my personal satisfaction, first of all.
Mhm.
If I am appreciating my ability, that's something I have done.
But what if I feel that I don't have any ability? I don't have any speciality in me. I can't sing, I can't write. We have certain special things in society which everyone looks into. If a person can dance beautifully, that is considered as a special type of creativity. If he can do a beautiful work of art, if he can give a good speech, all these things are termed as creativity. But if I lack in these major areas of life, if I don't find myself creative, then are there any other way of bringing out my creativity?
See, any creativity, it comes in a full shape when I repeatedly do it. Even a dancer will not be perfect dancer unless she or he practices. Though there is a desire, there is a little bit ability, like we say Icha Shakti, the power of desire. Oh, I want to become a good dancer. I want to become a good scientist. But how he will become? Again and again you go on experiment. And second thing, you get associated with the people who have already experienced.
So, according to you, to be creative, you first need to find out what is it that you have to do in life. Otherwise, there is no meaning for you cannot become creative. So, finding out what I am here for, I think, is one of the foundation of bringing out
That
our
is, you
creativity.
understand your purpose of existence, for what you are living. So, as people understand life is to live,
Mhm.
so I have to earn, I have to make my livelihood and good survival, and I have to have good shelter and clothes. This is basic. But beyond that, people are not happy with this much. If this is only the purpose of our existence, then everybody should be happy. So, there is some purpose in the sense, whatever we have, we start giving. This is what is our purpose. What to give is, I have to know what I have. Either you become a very good cook. Now, even to cook again and again, you have to practice. Ingredients will be same, but different persons use the same ingredients in different way.
So, Benji, in order to become creative, you need not look into those very lucrative positions in the society or lucrative arts, which we say dance, singing, or music, or whatever. I just read somewhere that the most self made millionaires of America, they became millionaires without doing anything extraordinary. They were running ordinary business like dry cleaning business, cleaning business, and this is also creativity. So there are a lot of ways by which a human being can bring out their creativity.
In order to become creative, you need the attitude of serving the society.
Hmm.
You have to have an urge to do something. Then the ways will open. Because usually what we think, I wanted to do, but this person has stopped me to do. I have tried, because of this person, I could not go forward. So this is what is the comments we usually we try to.
Or maybe if it is not a person, then we can always blame the circumstances.
Yes.
This is how I was born into such and such family.
So even whenever we are giving a reason, when we give reasons means we are not overcoming that.
Hmm.
A hero will become a hero when he crosses the obstacles. A champion in the Olympic ground, he can only become champion when he has already crossed many other challenges. So we have to have the highest aim and then start doing and doing and doing, and less appreciate ourselves and get satisfied with little bit. And don't ever expect the appreciation from others, because if somebody appreciates, then only I can move forward, which will not work all the time. You cannot expect everybody to appreciate you. Their way of thinking and their way of seeing you may be different.
So in order to bring out my creativity, I need to be self-motivated.
Yeah, you need faith in yourself. What I am doing is one day it will be helpful to others. A kind of selfless feeling will definitely take you to the shores. Usually what we think, what I am doing, even a small example, I cook something, when I serve to a group of people, immediately I think whether they have felt happy. Okay, then after eating, did they give one word of appreciation? They simply eat and go away. Then my face will become very sunken, thinking so much effort I did and new things today I prepared, and these people simply, they did not even give a word of appreciation. So this kind of expectation, what happens, my creativity may become low.
So expressing your creativity is a very important thing, but after that you should not expect something back in return.
Yes, you just go and do it, because a person who crosses all challenges simply practices. He thinks I have to become the winner in the Olympics, not in small things. Even 100 meters, if he is first number, it is not a great achievement for him, because his inner thought is to reach somewhere. So like that, if we think big, then small things which are like an obstacle, or sometimes good and bad, some people say appreciable, some people they may give good suggestions, then we should be open minded to accept it. Then it is like a addition to your creativity. For this we need to be very polite. God is also known as a great creator of this world. It is a common understanding or a faith that God created this world. So how did he create? Not alone. Creativity in a smaller unit at home, as my experience, when we are alone, we have time. We can clean the room and reset our things, see in a new form. That gives a joy. And you feel some happiness. And somebody comes to your home, they think, oh, something reset, oh, looking beautiful. You feel happy.
Right now, an idea struck me as you were talking. Creativity, when we think about the word, we think about creating something material or using our arts. There are many other ways in which we can use our creative ability, like forming new friendships in a creative way or maintaining those friendships, and human relations. How can we improve our human relations? There are such an immense lot of topics that we can think about where we can apply this creativity, which can be useful to the present day society also. So how can we channelize it in that way?
See, making groups nowadays, what has happened? On the name of groupism, we have become more attached to the casteism. And sometimes that group's aim and object is something different, where knowingly, unknowingly people are drawn to that group. And then finally, when they realize, oh, our energies are used for some other purpose which I am not willing to, but till that time already the journey has gone far away. So this is the right time when we all have to rely upon the Supreme, because when no power of the human being can reform this world order, that is the time God, the creator of this world, gives a new wonderful knowledge, which is called as divine or godly knowledge.
Okay, Benji, coming into the spiritual aspect, in this whole series, we saw that there is a spiritual element, if when applied properly, can purify all these instinct, and which can be used for productive purposes. So, talking about creativity and from the parlance of spirituality, what are those new ways by which we can use this aspect of creativity?
See, whether we have small ability or big ability, a person who is having a good knowledge of education or not, but God the Supreme, how He is creating a new world order by making that child or a person aware what you have. First of all, it gives the understanding that you are not a body, you are a soul, and that
Mhm.
soul is the child of Supreme, and you have all the qualities. And that qualities are hidden because you are now in the outer coating of this conscious of body. So, though you are willing to do something, this outer coat of body conscious is not letting you do it in a better way. Somewhere I am pushed back because of jealousy, because of hatred. I become a group member of some small unit, so I cannot help other person. So, these barriers or maybe limitations, which is a great hindrance. Whatever we want to do new thing, usually a layman thinks of God. He says, "Oh God, I want to do something new, please help me." Here he tries to remember so that his power should help him. But while praying or calling, we are still in the court of this body awareness. So, my soul connection is not with the Supreme. Like electric wire, if we
And this
want to,
connection, you say, if we are able to connect, first removing this outer body consciousness, and we connect with Supreme, and this energy will give a purge of our creativity.
it will definitely give, but before that, we should learn how to connect ourself with the Him, the
Mm-hmm.
Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know we are praying, we are calling Him, we are doing lot of things on His name. Yet, if we ask anybody, have you met God? Have you taken His power? Sometimes they say it's a belief.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a certain answer. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
this is right. I have experienced. So, this is the time where God Himself teaches how you can connect yourself with me. And then, not that we are going to do something creative, but He makes us do it. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because He knows better what we are able to do, for what we are fit.
That is really beautiful, Benji, because we know many people who have spent even their whole lifetime searching, even inside themselves, what is it that I have to do in this world, and when they reach their ripe old age, still they haven't reached anywhere, because finding out this real purpose sometimes seems very confusing. So if we are able to connect with God, and if God decides what I should do, there is no hard work from the individual side then.
I have to just identify Him as He is. Because in today's society, even on the name of God's existence, there are many demigods where people
Hmm.
are again getting deceived. So, here, very clear understanding that I am a sole point of light and God doesn't exist in a human form, but He is also point of light who resides in the abode of silence. Now, how I get connected to Him? A very simple example, just I wanted to explain. Like an electric wire, if you want to connect, the rubber cork has to be removed. Then only the copper wire can get connected and
Hmm.
power flows in it,
Hmm.
and light, we can get the radiance. Similarly, this body is something like a rubber cork. I, the soul, a point of light, residing in this body, the child of Supreme, and when I think of Him, the moment I think of Him, I forget this awareness of body. This is very important. Usually, whenever we remember God, we are in the conscious of body. We remember our name, our relations, our kith and kin, and all our problems, and we ask Him, "You do this job, you please solve this problem." We are not remembering Him, we are remembering only our problems.
So what you meant to say is, by this method of connecting with God, we can actually focus to Him so much that we can understand what He is telling us and about the purpose of our life, which is so confusing to many of us. So this path of meditation itself will give that clarity and help to bring out that creativity. Benji, I think it is now time for us to actually do a little bit of practical meditation as you do in every episode.
Yeah, we will have one thought in our mind.
Hmm.
I want to do something best in this world. My purpose is to serve, either it is creative, in physical level, mental level, in whichever field I am fit to. I surrender my intellect to Almighty and say, ask Him to let your choice play in my life.
Hmm.
Then you say you are free from all tense, and naturally, He will choose the better way, better place, and best place for you. So let us contemplate in this life. Sit in a comfortable position. Take long breath and relax. I now am aware I am a point of divine light, child of Supreme Father. This body is just a physical costume. Knowing that I am a child of Supreme, the one who creates this new world order, I surrender my intellect and remember through my mind, allow all thoughts to go towards Him so that His divine energy flows towards me, which enables me to become divinized. When my intellect becomes divinized, whatever I decide, whatever I try to do, it will be His choice, a great contribution to His task of reforming this world. I am so happy. God has already decided. He is giving open choice, open offer to use all our abilities with all creativity to His great divine task of creating new world order of peace, purity and happiness. I feel great about myself and I determine in my mind I will be constantly associated with His presence, in His remembrance, and take each decision according to His godly wisdom. Om Shanti.
Thanks a lot, Benji. As usual, meditation is such a beautiful experience, and I hope all our viewers have also enjoyed it to the maximum. And these small sessions of meditations, as we have observed in the last episodes, also will definitely give a charge to our life and help us whenever we are riddled with problems. Thanks a lot for coming into the studio and taking time for explaining all
Thank
this.
you.
So, dear friends, that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the meditation and the discussion. Today, the topic was one of the most interesting aspects of human mind, that is creativity. When we understand that anyone can create something good, everyone is a creator, then that itself should set us thinking and do something for the society, because whenever creativity is channelized through proper channel, everyone is benefited. And I think that is the purpose of human life. We have come to this life to serve, to give. This giving instinct also we will take up in one episode. And if there is something which you want to know more about whatever we are talking about, any other instinct which you want to know about, definitely you can contact us in our number or the address which we give in the screen after this. So, thanks a lot for joining us today, and I hope you will continue with us in the whole series of Light of Knowledge and making every episode an experience. Thanks a lot once again. Thank you.